It's Week 17 of the National Football League, and we've got the incomparable Travis Kelce. He should be one of his quarterback's best friends this week. It's the Buccaneers and the Panthers, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 25.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the... Alongside Brock Heward in the booth, I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, we usually at this point talk about a quarterback, talk about a game-breaking running back, a home run hitter when it comes to wideouts. No. Today, before this one, we're talking about a couple of tight ends.
And what a great game it is, Kate, to spotlight that position because we have two of the league's best. And when you go back and you watch the tape after the fact, where the ground game's running wild, it's usually these tight ends making blocks. When the passing game is getting it done, well, they play a role in the air as well. They don't get the headlines like you talked about, but these guys, man, they are cornerstones of their offense.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Miller. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Lone back gets the handoff. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 47. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Here's a throw. This one's taken in by Hill. Escapes a defender. Still fighting forward. With some fancy footwork there for the touchdown. The Buccaneers take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. So that right there, Brock, exactly what you want to start off a contest.
Opening drives are such tone setters. You come out flat as a group, maybe go 3 and out. Sometimes there's a carryover effect, but here they were sharp, they were crisp, and they grabbed the early lead.
Zane Gonzalez on for the point after try. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Buccaneers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Gonzalez on to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. So now out comes the Panther offense for its initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by the 5th-year pro who can really fill up a stat sheet, Justin Herbert.
And he wonders, he's about to take his first snap today. Yeah, he took care of the football last week, Kate. That was great, no interceptions. But just the 1 touchdown. I'm curious if he cranks up that aggressive knob today.
The first carry now for Jonathan Brooks. It's on the turf, the ball's out, he lost it. And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Running back sent in motion. From the 39. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. First down, ball at the 36. Herbert to throw once more. Gets this one into the hands of Christian Kirk. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the gun, a give to Brooks. Massive hit. The ball is out. And the Buccaneers scoop it up. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
You're using this play to try for a first down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for third down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
There he goes, right sideline. He's at the 30, the 10, and in, touchdown Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Gonzalez now for the extra point. And the kick is no good. An early point after left on the table. Maybe later in this game, it's going to be a moment we look back on. So following the missed point after, a chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Panthers are being led back out on offense by Justin Herbert here. And they've been willing to both call runs for him and let him ad-lib as he sees fit. He's top 5 for rushing yards by a quarterback this season. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. On the move, headed right. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Brought down by Fred Warner. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Herbert from the gun. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Herbert back to throw. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete. That one's rejected at the line. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Man in motion here. 2nd and 10 now. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. Oh, they got that one back, partner, but that is way too close for comfort. They nearly lost their 2nd fumble to begin this game.
And you know what I'm picturing right now? This defense. They spend the week studying these offensive guys and those that are ball security offenders. They put it in harm's way so defenses take advantage, and that's exactly what this crew is doing.
Well, these top-tier offenses have brought the firepower so far. Plenty of points in that first quarter. It's a 2-score game early. We'll get you back to Tampa after this. Time for our 2nd quarter here, and the Panthers are thinking points. Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. That's complete. Here's Kirk. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They send the tight end in motion. Brooks on the counter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Panthers start to fight back with their first points of this game. It's a Jonathan Brooks touchdown. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. The home teams are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And he already has a passing touchdown in this game. As you can see, that's what he's done with regularity all year, sitting among the NFL leaders in that category. Throwing now on first down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Trying to work quickly now.
A loss of 11. It's second.
Another try following the sack.
The 19-yard line.
Dump off caught by his back. And he gets him around 6 there. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. Well, after that play, training staff is headed out. That's one of their top guys who's shaken up. And they're going to need him back for the upcoming postseason. Catch is made down the right sideline. So 3rd and 16, no problem for them as they get the first.
That's good for a Tampa, baby.
On the give, it's Miller. And he takes it across midfield and into Panthers territory. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Brings up second and 8.
He'll look to throw. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Looking to the air here. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Throwing now from the gun. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Miller. And he made the most of his running room on that one, getting it down to the 27. And following the play, we've got a break in the action as the trainers head out. They had a man hurt on the play, and hopefully this doesn't affect his availability for the playoffs. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And defenders continue to swarm over to get him at the line. No gain on the play, and that brings up a tough decision for them on 4th down. They're throwing it. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Drew Tranquil with the pick. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. The point after splits the uprights. And the Panthers take the lead on that successful kick.
Buccaneers 13,
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Turpin with a return. He's brought down to end that return as we've reached our 2-minute warning. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Getting right back to it after that interception. Sheds off a rusher. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Dumped off to his running back. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Eric Stokes getting there for the stop. Buccaneers hustling to the line. They're in the hurry up. Throw on 3rd down. Along the sideline, he brings it in. They say he got the feet down too. Excellent work. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Throwing from the gun here. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Still sticking with the passing game. Dumps it off to his running back. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Buccaneers hustling to the line. They're in the hurry up. Escapes a sack. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. They connect on the deep shot. And he hauls it in for the Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers get some late points and the lead. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. And you gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
So the Buccaneers keeping their offense on the field. 2-point attempt coming up. And he reaches the end zone, so they'll be up to a 7-point lead.
That's about trust. Trusting your QB is going to make the right decision on these crucial scoring plays. He found his read, and he made the connection for 2.
Now Gonzalez on to kick this one away. Scott now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Herbert now. Into the hands of Pitts. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that 1st down play. 1st and 10, Herbert. Cut for big yards on the right side. To the house, touchdown, Carolina! The Panthers earn the chance to tie it before halftime. It's a Christian Kirk touchdown. Sanders connects on the point after. And the Panthers tie this game at 21. Sanders all set to send it away. On the return, it's Jalen Reagor. Good looking return here, and he's got room. They track him down, but a nice return in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. The home teams back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And the NFL rushing title within his grasp as we enter the penultimate week. He sits atop the league in yards. Big game downfield. And that's a Tampa Bay touchdown. I know that's one of his favorite routes to run, Brock, but that has got to be one of a quarterback's favorite throws to make as well, right? Drop it in over the defender and take the lid off the D for 6.
Because it is so simple. It's something that these two have done and thrown together for years and years. Maybe not to each other, but since Pop Warner. They've been running the go route. Just run right by him, and if you're even, you're leaving, and I'm going to drop it right over the top.
That one splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Gonzalez on to kick this one away. Scott now to return. He stopped on the return at the 27. 1st and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Back to throw it. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. That one on the offense, but declined, so we will indeed head to halftime. And on to Orlando for our halftime report from Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a...
We'll catch up with the rest of the league later on. We're right through halftime and on to the start of the 3rd quarter. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the 2nd half. We're underway. Scott now to return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Out come the Panthers. Their offense has it first here to start quarter number 3. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this 3rd quarter. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. He takes a pop, and the ball comes out. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. All right, we'll take a brief timeout here for an injured player. Never something you want to see this late in the season. They're going to check him out. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire, getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
They'll throw on first. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. This is the type of performance a former quarterback, just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game, even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down. None of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow.
And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Buccaneers push their lead further to start the half. Well, next to kickers, some of our most prolific scorers in league history have been running backs, Brock, and he now tops them all. Most touchdowns in a single season.
Yeah, pretty incredible, Kate. You've got to do it with your legs. You got to do it with your hands. It's why, well, when you're a little kid, right, and you're playing on the school ground, you figure it out pretty quickly. That dude's elite. That guy can run and score. He's a difference maker, and this guy certainly is.
Gonzalez now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Buccaneers double their lead to 14. Now Gonzalez on to kick this one away. Scott now to return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Panthers set to take the field. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. Herbert on first down. Renfro on the catch. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Now a Sauce Gardner dropping him there. Second down now, 7 to go. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Won't get this complete to Pitts. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Carolina.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Another turnover, this time it's an interception. Jalen Johnson with the pick. And the Buccaneers take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and 2 very different tones and tenors on these 2 sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
He's been a fixture for them all game, and all signs indicate, Brock, he's going to remain one in the time we've got left.
Yeah, they've leaned on him in certain spots, and he has shouldered the load oh so well. Put together a game that everyone's happy with.
They give it to him again. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
That's the first and more past midfield. And he's finally marked down at the 46-yard line. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. They run, it's Miller. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Second down now, 7 to go. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there, and that leaves them with 3rd down and 5. Pass play coming here. He lets one fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
Gonzalez now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Buccaneers stretch their lead to 21. Now Gonzalez on to kick this one away. Scott now to return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Carolina offense headed out now. Well, we all know at this point, turnovers the big problem for them in this game, Brock. And not surprisingly, the defense has capitalized on those mistakes on more than one occasion to their benefit.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that can be tough to win football games in spite of, right? But over the test of time, turnovers are the #1 thing that cost you games, especially after that first one. Once there's blood in the water, you feel it with the defense. They get all over you, trying to force another turnover and another and another.
And he gets a few on the plunge forward. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's Panthers football as they stare down a huge deficit to begin the 4th. Second down now, 7 to go. Herbert from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Herbert back to throw. Completes it to his running back. Here's Jonathan Brooks. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. On the give, it's Brooks. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Play action now for Herbert. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. And the Buccaneers are gonna have it, and he's gonna hang on to that football. That's his 1st career interception.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
And this is a good representation right here of what the playoffs will look like come the postseason in 2 weeks. Still a few things to finalize, though, which makes this week and those divisional games next week incredibly important. They'll run here on 1st down. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. Back to the well again. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Miller with it. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. Running once more with Miller. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. And they will score. It's a Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
Now we'll pause. The officials want to take a good look at this and confirm it was indeed a touchdown. Now this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again, unlike these officials who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
So the celebration can resume on that sideline. The touchdown stands. That one right down the middle. And the Buccaneers continue piling on to this lead. Now Gonzalez on to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. This return makes it up to the 25. The Panthers ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. The Buccaneers get there and bring him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Tampa. Panthers trying to do some window dressing. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Another try following the sack. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up 3rd down. To throw, Herbert. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Carolina in punt formation. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. Ball taken in at the 36. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Makes a man miss. Uh-oh, he's off. Space on the right. He's got room. Dives for the pylon, and that's a touchdown. The Buccaneers keep running away with this. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Gonzalez now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers grow their lead yet again. Now Gonzalez on to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Panthers get going again once more on offense. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for them. 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Pitts brings it in. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that leaves him with 3rd and short. Now Herbert to throw. Oh no, they get him yet again. Sauce Gardner with the INT. And the Buccaneers take over as he records his 10th career INT.
This is a time that the communication upstairs from the booth, Kate, down to the field, it starts to get just a little bit hot. These eyes in the sky, they've got to help this quarterback try to see the field, because right now, with the 3rd interception, man, he is killing his team.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Rolling left, buying some time. Throwing on the run, deep down the middle. Whew, very fortunate that didn't go as a turnover. And it's going to be second down. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he doesn't get much here, just enough to get down inside the 40. So it's a win for the Buccaneers. And they take not just a victory, but some serious year-long bragging rights home with them after this one, as they finish out the sweep of their division rivals. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Buccaneers winners, as with that, we sign off from Tampa.